Good afternoon from the headquarters of Payne Capital Management. This is Ryan Payne and
Michelle McKinnon,
here for your weekly financial tips and updates. This week, we're going to answer some email questions from listeners across the country. And the first one is Diane in Larchmont, New York. Michelle, she writes in, I don't really care if there's any money left to pass to our kids or not. Should I feel guilty about this? How do most of your clients handle their legacy plans?
well, first, you definitely should not feel guilty about this. I know I often encounter women either feeling guilty that they don't want to give it to their children or just anxious that they don't have specified heirs, that maybe they don't have people in their lives that they want to gift their funds to. And I would say you can go about it in many different ways. I'm currently working with a charitable foundation that one of my clients who passed away last year established. She didn't really have any heirs that she felt passionate about, that she wanted to give her money to.
Right.
So she created this foundation. And actually, since she's passed, which has been about a year, she's already gifted, the foundation has already gifted over $300,000 to all of her specified charities.
Wow.
So you can really do a lot with your legacy, and don't feel like you have to have millions and millions of dollars to do so. I also have clients with, a couple $100,000 in their IRAs, and you can be very specific in regards to where you want that money to go to. So definitely don't feel anxious or don't feel like you should be giving it to your children. The world is set now that you can really do whatever you want with your money, but I encourage that you put those plans in place now.
Yeah, good point. Legacy planning is key. Get on it today.
I have a question from Greg. He's actually in Chicago.
Bring it on, Michelle.
And Greg is saying, I'm terrified by the idea of another market crash like we had in 2008. But I've been terrified for the last 3 years and it still hasn't happened yet. Am I worrying for no reason?
Yeah, well, that's a great question. I always say, Michelle, the best strategy is not to anticipate, right? It's very dangerous to anticipate. We think the market's going to go up. We think the market's going to go down. We think that there's going to be war in the Middle East. If we really knew, A, we'd be on our yachts. And number two, last time I checked, the world doesn't really end very often, right?
You're right.
So you really need a plan for the future. And what we found is, anticipating is dangerous. You want to be invested for the long term because right now, last time I looked, if you're sitting in cash right now, you're probably getting 0.0001%, whereas a diversified portfolio that you and I built, Michelle, is probably paying about 3 to 4% a year just in cash flow. So never mind what the market prognosticators are saying about what's going to happen in the future and the tea leaves. In fact, I was just looking at predictions from the beginning of the year, and the World Bank had predicted that commodity prices were expected to fall this year. Well, guess what? Commodity prices have gone straight up. So by watching these gurus, listening to the financial news, it's not really going to help you with your long-term goals. You need a long-term strategy, again, that's creating cash flow, because sitting in cash right now is just not cutting it, and trying to anticipate that next market move is probably the most dangerous move you could possibly make. So that's this week's update, Michelle. Stay tuned next week, and please, if you have questions, you can email them to us directly at info@paynecm.com. Have a great day and
Be bullish.